Also, please hit subscribe if you're watching YouTube. That would mean a lot, or share this link with someone who loves football. That would mean so much to us. So please do that. Let's get to the Sunday games, and the Dolphins at the Patriots. Line open up. Patriots -7. It's down to 6.5. Of course, the Patriots have Cam Newton at quarterback, and you're wearing his jersey. So is that a sign of where you're going to go with this game?
Yeah, it is a sign of where I'm going to go with this game. It's also a sign that I really like Cam Newton as both a player and a person, because I've not had a Patriots jersey since Katz and Moyer was on the team. That was when I was about 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
So I just, I've had shirts, but I've never gotten an actual jersey. So I'm very confident in the Patriots. I was not confident in them when they had Jarrett Stidham slated to start, but they're a 6.5 point favorite against the Dolphins right now. But Bill Belichick, with extra time to prepare, is one of the best head coaches in the league. There's an element of revenge in this game too, because in week 17, the Patriots needed to beat the Dolphins to get the bye in the playoffs. And they didn't get that. And then they lost to the Titans in the first round. And it really looked bad. Like, it was a very bad look for the end of the season, a very bad look for the end of the Brady era. And you can argue like they weren't going to go far in the playoffs anyway. And I get that, but there's still like something about being eliminated as the 3 seed in the wild card game, as opposed to getting the bye and then being eliminated and people just being like, you have a weak team. So I think Belichick's going to have a motivational edge there. I know the Patriots have lost a lot of starters via opt-outs, Tom Brady leaving, but I do like Cam Newton's potential and his fit here. I think they're going to use real ground-heavy attack, even with Damian Harris out. They're going to use Sony Michel, Rex Burkhead, James White, and maybe even a little bit of J.J. Taylor, the undrafted free agent from Arizona, just to kind of attack the weakness of the Dolphins, which is certainly in the front seven. They have a good secondary. And the Patriots' defensive strength, the secondary, matches up with Miami's strength, their receiving core. So I think this is going to be a strength versus strength matchup for the Patriots on that side of the ball, but I think they ultimately have the talent needed to get it done. As good of a coach as Brian Flores is, I think Miami's a little overrated right now too. People look at what he did last year with little talent and they see, they've added a lot this offseason. They should be much better. But in reality, there are still some major holes and some developmental pieces that need to come together. Like, I like Austin Jackson a lot at tackle, but I think he needs some time before he's going to be a quality starter. So it's stuff like that, stuff where you see they've added guys but may need time to develop. So I like the Patriots here. I'll probably go 2 to 3 units here. The motivational edge is there. The only thing that would cause me probably to go down to the 2-unit mark is just because of the respect I have for Brian Flores. But I think where we're getting a key number of 7, this is definitely a game I'm going to be betting on.
Yeah, me too. We're 2 for 2 in agreement. So I like the Patriots as well. You mentioned Belichick having extra time to prepare. He's 7-3 against the spread in week 1 this past decade. So I'd say that's pretty good. I like you. I like Brian Flores as well. But remember what happened week 1 last year with Brian Flores. They got blown out by Baltimore. Obviously, this Dolphins team is going to be a lot better than the week 1 version that we saw, where like Kalen Ballage was playing and he was dodging passes out of the backfield. But this team is not that much better than the week 17 version we saw that beat New England in New England. And do you remember what the spread of that game was?
Man, I want to say it was like 9-ish, right? Or was it way more than that?
Oh, it was 16.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So we've seen a shift of almost 10 points here. And I get it. Like Brady's not here anymore. Sure. But Cam Newton, if he's healthy, if he's 100%, and we have no reason to believe otherwise, Brady was not playing that well last year in relation to how he usually plays. Like, he was still good, obviously, but he had no receiving core. Newton still doesn't have a receiving core, but I like that he can scramble and kind of negate some of those weaknesses. And the Dolphins, like you said, they don't have a good front seven. Their linebacking core took a hit with McMillan gone. So I think Newton should be able to run pretty well against the Dolphins. So yeah, I like this. I like the Patriots quite a bit. I'm betting them 3 units. So I think I'm matching what you said. So so we're 2 for 2.